Guys, I just made 2 or 3 days ago, I made a video about why you're serving so many double faults and why you're serving long, okay? Got to see that video. Now, you're also serving double faults, but everything is going in the net. All right, I'm going to help you today with 3 tips once again. All right, the first thing is when you're under pressure, okay? What happens is that your body is tight, okay? And when everything is tight, what happens? Your head comes down. So what players do is they actually pull their body down too much. Excuse what's going on there, but luckily I've got a mic. I'm sure you heard me. So I'm under pressure. I really want this point. Trying to stick with my kick serve technique, but then I'm nervous. I'm pulling down. Okay, you got to find a way to stay up. One way is, I like to say, call it the floating serve. All right. So you kick your ball, and then you feel like afterwards you're floating in the air still. You're keeping your chin up like Roger Federer. So notice how I serve, and that's very funny, guys. If you can laugh at me, I'm allowed to miss. Okay. Camera lady is laughing as well, but look at my head as well. And floating up in the air afterwards. I'll show you one more just so you guys can see I can play some tennis. But notice how I'm not pulling down and floating up in the air afterwards. That's causing me not to pull down. Chances of serving in the net much bigger, much smaller. Bigger, smaller. Let's move on. Tip number 2, my legends. If you want the ball to go up, you need to go up. How do you go up? You use your legs more. Okay, many players try and kick serve with straight legs, all right? And there's no upwards motion, there's no drive up. The first tip blends with this, okay, but I need to get down, drive my legs up if I want to go up. Makes sense, right? So notice my legs driving down, up, and that ball goes up, right? One more, kick serve, down, drive up to the ball. That's also going to give you a lot more kick if I drive up to, and you need to use that same thing for your first serve. But for the purposes of this video, if your second serve is going in the net, leg drive, so important. One more tip for you. So guys, let's talk about the forehands quickly. If I want topspin my forehand, what needs to happen? This, low to high, okay? Now I'm going to change my position, kick serve. If I want the ball to go up, same thing, topspin. This needs to happen, right? What many players do is they confuse the slice with the kick, so they get, number one, the ball toss might be wrong, and then they try and kick, but they don't realize they're slicing, and that slice wants to go down, all right? Especially if you're trying to kick. So make sure the ball toss is inside the court, but to your left, body is rotated, and then it makes it more realistic, it makes it more natural for you to go from low to high. Think about it, how's that ball going to kick up if the racket is not going from low to high, okay? So notice this is the wrong one. If I try and kick the ball, but I'm slicing rather than kick, especially if your ball toss is in a position for a kick serve and you try and slice it over there, of course it's going to go down. Slice serve is a bit more to the right. Now I'm going to focus on, is my racket going from low to high? All of a sudden it goes up, you get some nice height on your kick as well. Using on my racket head, plus the 2 tips floating up, leg drive, but my racket head must also go from low to high. Boom, your chances of missing in the net goes down so much, okay? So now you've covered the net. You've covered how to stay away from the net and not serve too many double faults. And what if you start serving your kick serve long now? I just made a brilliant video on that as well. There's so much to the kick serve. Check on the screen right now and keep learning.